Acts of sexism, harassment and violence against women are widespread in Parliament. 85% of women MPs say they have suffered from psychological violence in Parliament. Almost half of female politicians and parliamentary staff from across Europe report that they have received threats of death, rape and beatings against them, their children and families. 1 in 4 women MPs say they have experienced sexual violence. Among female parliamentary staff, the numbers are even worse. 40% have endured acts of sexual violence. These are the alarming findings of a new study. The Interparliamentary Union, the IPU, and the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe conducted interviews with 123 women from 45 of the Council's member states. Beatrice Fresco-Rolfo, the General Rapporteur on violence against women, read out the testimony of a victim, illustrating the underlying pattern.
Cela fonctionne sur un mode séduction-humiliation. Il y a ceux qui pensent avoir des super-pouvoirs de séduction. Vous êtes dans une position inférieure et ils en abusent. Comme on a peur de perdre son job, on se tait. Porter plainte, je veux bien, mais à qui ? Certes, il y a bien ce comité, mais me faire juger par mes harceleurs, très peu pour moi.
The study did indeed find that few women speak out against abuse. Only 20% of female MPs and 6% of parliamentary staff who had been sexually harassed had reported the incident. But there are more reasons for not denouncing the perpetrators. IPU President Gabriela Cuevas explains.
When women talk about this violence perpetrated by colleagues from their own political parties and fellow parliamentarians, by family members or anonymous online trolls, they are often silenced by being reminded that they chose to be in politics, a job that comes with risks.
A moving testimony from a victim, read out by Elvira Kovacs, who chairs the Equality Committee, explains why it's so important to overcome gender role stereotypes.
That night, the police came after my husband at home. He had threatened me with a knife. He was already agitated, but he's got worse since I ran for an office and got elected. He couldn't accept that I have to travel more and am at home less. And what will people think about us? That my wife is a slut?
For PACE President Liliane Marie Pasquier, electing more women MPs is key to overcoming the underlying pattern of sexism.
Je suis convaincue qu'un environnement plus favorable sera créé par le fait qu'il y aura plus de femmes actives en politique. Avoir plus de femmes actives signifie que la femme n'est plus une exception dans un monde principalement constitué d'hommes. Cela permet à d'autres types de comportements d'émerger, éventuellement à une autre culture de ce qui est normal, de voir le jour. Et cela, au final, permet aux mentalités de changer. Élysée des femmes.
Nina Kazimati from the Parliamentary Assembly, reading out one of the collected testimonies, explains what is needed to bring about change.
As female legislators, we must set an example. So, yes to laws, codes of conduct, quotas, advisors, emergency numbers, inquiries, psychology units, information campaigns, data collection, training. But above all, it is essential to speak out and leave no room for impunity.
The study has been sent to the national parliaments of all Council of Europe member states, asking them to set up confidential complaints mechanisms, investigating procedures, as well as disciplinary sanctions against the perpetrators of any form of violence against women MPs and female parliamentary staff. There can be no place for sexist behaviour, harassment or gender-based violence in Parliament. The hashtag initiative, #NotInMyParliament, is a first step. You are all invited to join.